Hey everyone, what's up? It's Kahoob here. Welcome to Bitcoin for Beginners Part 8. Today we'll be going over how to buy Bitcoin. So if you're an American or a Canadian, I personally recommend using Bitcoin well as it's non-custodial, which means that the exchange does not hold your Bitcoin for you. And once you purchase the Bitcoin, then it goes directly to the address that you choose. So the reason I prefer this method is due to the popular saying of not your keys, not your coins. This basically means if you own Bitcoin on an exchange, that Bitcoin is theirs up until you transfer it to your own wallet. So, a good example of this being true would be exchanges like FTX, where many customers lost a lot of their Bitcoin simply from keeping it on the exchange and they had no way to withdraw or get back their Bitcoin. So, this also occurred with like Mt. Gox, Celsius, BlockFi, and many other businesses like that, time and time again. So, this is why self custody is important with Bitcoin. You also don't have access to your private keys when you have Bitcoin on an exchange, which proves right there that you do not own the Bitcoin. So, Bitcoin Well also does not charge any fees other than a 1.2% spread, which is nice, as I would consider that a pretty low fee, and you have decreased a ton of your risks already by using a non custodial exchange like Bitcoin Well. So, I will have the link down in the description with my referral link for you to sign up. Once you've signed up and verified your account, it should look something like this. And on the left side of the dashboard, you will click Buy Bitcoin right here. And then you would select a bank account or balance right here. And then you'll also input the amount you want to buy. If you're new to Bitcoin, then I would recommend lower amounts in the beginning, maybe $10 or something like that, or even like 20, whatever amount you want to do. Maybe not like 1,000 right away or anything, just to make sure that everything goes through correctly and smoothly and that you're doing it right. And so then after you set up your bank account, put in the amount, then you would go to select wallet. This is where you will need to open up Sparrow and obtain your Bitcoin wallet address for the Bitcoin to be sent to. So on Sparrow, on the left side dashboard, you'll click Receive right here, and then it will show an address and QR code. And you can click the copy button to the left of the QR code for the address to copy it to clipboard, as you can see right here. And then you'll go back to Bitcoin Well. And so, you'll click the select wallet for the destination, and then you'll add a wallet label, which can be anything you want. An example could be inputting Coldcard Q and then inputting your address below and click add. So an example would just be, Coldcard Q. There, put in the address, and then you'd click add. And once you've done that, you can then click review. And the frequency, I would just do one time at least for the first time at least, and then do review. For the frequency though, about that, unless you want to set up automatic purchases that will take from your bank account, then I don't recommend setting up the automatic purchases because it would be reusing an address, which is not good for privacy reasons. So I would recommend though deleting or at least not using the same address you already inputted and labeled every time you make a purchase. So I'm going to tell you how to get a brand new address associated with your Coldcard Q. So for example, once you've added that wallet, the issue then is if you go and do another purchase using that exact same wallet, it's going to reuse the address. So you do not want that. So that is one thing you need to keep in mind. It's just bad for privacy reasons of address reuse. So I would recommend then once you do your first purchase and you want to make a second one, the label you inputted and the address you inputted, you do not want to go to the destination select wallet and do that exact same one. Instead, you're going to want to create a new wallet with a new label and a new address every time you make a purchase, just to avoid address reuse. You can always delete the previous one. You already had it in here as well. So what you'll do is you'll go back to Sparrow, and then on the bottom right here, you'll see it says Get New Address. So you'll select that, and then you can click, once you've clicked this, you can then copy to clipboard above here, and then there's your new address, and then just go to Bitcoin Well and input a new label and copy and paste that address, and that will avoid address reuse. So it's not that difficult. Just every time you make a purchase, just use a new address. That's what I would recommend for privacy reasons. And Bitcoin Well does not charge you a fee to send your Bitcoin to your wallet, although if you need the Bitcoin to be delivered quickly, you can click on Bitcoin delivery and choose instant. So right here is Bitcoin delivery. You can click on this, And then as you can see, later in 1 hour is free, or instant in 10 minutes it's 65 cents. This instant paying 65 cents, that's actually you paying a mining fee to get your transaction added to the next block in the blockchain that'll be added, and that'll, get your transaction in quicker. So your Bitcoin will show up quicker to your wallet. And Bitcoin Well does not charge any markups on that either. So that fee right there, the 65 cents, is just the mining fee. It's part of the Bitcoin blockchain and how it works. And that fee is not charged by Bitcoin Well. I personally don't recommend using the fast instant delivery option unless necessary. As for me, first off, there's no difference on anything other than the time it takes to get to your wallet. And, for me, I'd rather not pay any fees, even if it takes longer, since I don't need the Bitcoin right away for anything anyways. Holding it for long term or whatnot, or maybe you're using Bitcoin as a currency or whatever you're doing with your Bitcoin, right? Most people won't need it instantly anyways. Now, once you've clicked review on that purchase that you were going to make, and you got all your source, bank account, destination, frequency, one time, and you click review and submit that purchase, and that Bitcoin comes through to your wallet, then you should see it on your Bitcoin node as well as Sparrow. So now you've officially have bought Bitcoin, and it is now on Sparrow on your Coldcard queue. So congratulations, you're now officially a Bitcoiner, at least according to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I do plan on making at least one more video, hopefully. Don't know when, but eventually I want to do a video talking about RoboSats and or what's it called? I'm blanking on the BISC. Yeah, so RoboSats or BISC, and that'll be going over how to buy Bitcoin in a decentralized way, which those ones don't require KYC, as Bitcoin Well does require you to KYC, which means put in your driver's license and I think it's also your social security, like all your personal information. So on RoboSats and BISC, that is not required, and you can still buy Bitcoin that way, which is pretty cool. But those, I would consider those more advanced and more difficult, and the easiest way to buy Bitcoin is things like Bitcoin Well that do require all that information. Super simple and easy to use, as you can see. There is more to Bitcoin Well, but I'm going to keep it as simple as just how to buy the Bitcoin and send it to your wallet. So if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I also recommend joining the Bitcoin Discord group as well as my Telegram group, and you can ask questions there as well. Just be aware of any scammers that DM you or anything like that. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more future content like this, and I'll see you all in the next one.